Hello everyone, this is Shishir and you are watching GATE Academy Global. In this particular lecture, I want to give you some idea about how you can make your own preparation strategy during this December and January month. And I think that in February 5th, you are having examination and you are left with only 60 days. So I will give you an extensive planning for 60 days, how you can use your 60 days properly for your preparation, because I think that the students those are preparing having different categories, and I will tell you that in which category you are belonging to. You just analyze yourself and you will find that in which category you are belonging to, and what are the things that you feeling right now and how to avoid those feeling. The students who are preparing, they are feeling that they have to quit the examination, whether they have completed the syllabus, they have in between the syllabus, and they are started the syllabus preparing right now during this December of month, and they are not feeling that they have proper planning, and if they do this or that thing, they can be able to appear with confident in the examination. But right now I think that those students who are preparing, they should be more confident, more focused, more determined right now at these times. If you are more focused, more determined, and if you are consistently preparing right now during this December month and January month, at these times, the students are facing so many difficulties to make consistency in examination, because the reason is that they are feeling that they have not prepared well. But I will give you the idea that you have to have full confidence about the preparation strategy, because 100% students are having the same feeling that you felt right now. Okay, so I will give you some slides. In these slides, I will discuss some of the points. What are the points that I am going to discuss right now? Within 20 minutes, you just watch this video until the end. You are having a good analysis. What is research saying? What is students' thoughts? What is research said? And how to make notes. So everything I will tell you in this particular session. So within 20 minutes, I will cover each and everything. So I want to just tell you that I have categorized the students into 3 categories. The first one is those who have completed 90 to 100% of the syllabus, and those students which belongs to category 2 is not able to complete full syllabus. They are left with 2 or 3 subjects, and the student 3 categories not started or started by following the crash course of any schedule. And I will say that GATE Academy is, has planned a well-planned crash course for you. You just follow that crash course and you will excel in your preparation of examination. So I want to tell you, I just take the first category, that those who are completed 100% of the syllabus, but because of the test paper, they are thinking that they have not covered the full syllabus, because some of the questions that appear in the test examination, in which the questions are not within the syllabus, and they think that they have not prepared well. And most of the students, I think that they have that feeling that if they appear in semester examination also, if they prepared well, then also they think that I have not completed my syllabus. This feeling is always consistently for all those students who are good, bright, and who always think that they have not prepared the syllabus fully and some of the points are left. But you should not think right now at this moment those things, because this will give a feeling of quitting the examination, and they are less confident. Their mental state will become imbalanced, and they may feel that because of this mental imbalance, they may feel that I can do better than this. Okay, so either they will think that I will do better than this in the next upcoming examination in GATE 22, but you should not think like that, because this thinking will be similar for approximately 90% of the students who are prepared well in the examination. And I think that you started appearing for the test and you are not getting good marks in the test. The reason you are not getting good marks in the test is having so many reasons. I will tell you what are the reasons after completing this category. But right now, I think that you are having feeling of failure that you are not going to get a good marks. But I want to tell you each and every point that if you at the end of this particular session, you will write in the comment that, sir, I am belong to this particular category, I have the fear, but if I will follow your procedure, definitely I will excel in, I will conquer the GATE 21 examination. The second category of the students, what I felt is not able to complete the syllabus and they are left with 2 or 3 subjects, and they are in dilemma whether to complete the subjects or whether to appear in the GATE examination, whether to appear in the test that is from different institutes. And I think that most of the students who are belonging to these 3 categories have taken the test series of any of the institute that you felt better, and you just count the test, how many tests you have just appeared right now until this particular date, and what are the tests that is left here. I think you should take approximately 10 to 15 tests, full length tests, that is enough for analyzing yourself. And if you are not feeling better for a particular subject, you just take the subject wise test also to get confident over the subjects. And if you are not prepared for 2 or 3 subjects that is left here, then you should start preparing for these 2 or 3 subjects. If you are started preparing for these 2 or 3 subjects that is left here, and if you have prepared these 2 or 3 subjects well, then only you will be more confident, because GATE examination is not about which particular subjects you have done well. This is about how many questions that you have solved in the GATE examination. I think that most of the students knows that in aptitude and mathematics you can get approximately 28 marks, and definitely you are prepared well about this well in this particular aptitude and mathematics subjects. And if you are appearing, if you are talking about core subjects, then if you are left with 2 and 3 particular subjects, then take the important points from any of the mentor or those who are prepared well, or by analyzing the previous year question papers, that what are the important topics that is asked in previous year GATE examination about 2-3 subjects that is left, and you just take that particular topic from any good particular book or any of the mentor and analyze thoroughly that particular topics and prepared well those topics. And you should prepare everything, but prepared well those topics, that is enough for getting a good marks in the examination. So if you are left with 2-3 subjects, so first prepare those 2-3 subjects, make an extensive exclusive timetable, and in that timetable write the things that you have to complete and the duration in which you have to complete those things, and mark or tick mark those particular topics that you have prepared well. And I think that during this December month, which is left with 25 days, you just complete those 2 and 3 subjects, then appear for the test and try to get good marks in the test. I will tell you how to get good marks in the test. And last categories is those who are not started anything and they are trying to start any right now, or they are trying that they will quit the examination and they will appear in GATE 22 examination. If you are not prepared well right now, and if you are started preparing, then definitely this is the good time to start preparing, because it is possible that you can conquer this particular category if you prepared well, or if you used well this particular 60 days. I will tell you how to use well with full timetable and everything, how to use this particular 50 days for preparing for GATE 21 examination. Because if you prepared well during this GATE 21 examination, if you have used this properly 60 days, then definitely those who try to appear in GATE 22 examination and they will left everything right now and they are not preparing anything, and if they plan to start during the month of March or July next year, then you will definitely, if you used properly these 2 months, then you will definitely above those category of the students who are planning to start preparing in the next year. So you just analyze yourself and get proper analysis of yourself, that if you are starting preparing and suddenly if your luck supports you and you will get a proper cracking marks or proper 60 to 70 marks during this examination, how confident you will be if you try for GATE 22. So think twice before quitting the examinations, and I think that you will definitely overcome your fear. You overcome how underestimating yourself in category 2. These students are always underestimate themselves that I have not prepared 2 and 3 subjects and definitely I will not get a good marks in the GATE examination. But this is only underestimating. You are underestimating yourself. You definitely get good marks if you prepared well 2, 3 subjects by preparing an exclusive timetable. And the students who are not prepared well, they are fearless. They are not underestimating themselves, but they are only overthinking that I will prepare in the next year. Why right now? Why should I not quit the examination? These are the overthinking, and they can prepare well, because if you analyze properly everything up to now, syllabus and everything, and if you start preparing right now, and you have completed only 20 to 40% of the syllabus, then if you use properly your daily routine, I will tell you what are the routines that you have to follow, then definitely you may also defeat this category also. This is my promise, that if you are using the proper timetable that I am providing you, definitely you can defeat these 2 categories. So don't overthink, don't underestimate yourself, don't have the fear if you have prepared properly everything. So I will give you an research that why I am preparing that research, because most of the students are thinking that I will appear in the test and I will analyze myself after the test, and after that if I have not getting good marks, I will analyze in which point I am not getting good marks. After that, I will revise everything and revise the things that in which I have not getting the marks on that question and that topic. But this is the not right way of analyzing the thing that you have prepared. The right way of analyzing is that before appearing for the test, you just revise the each and everything thoroughly. The importance of revision can be seen by the research that is done by Princeton University, and I will show you what is that research saying. So everything is having the proper balance over each and everything. So the test paper analysis, I want to give you the analysis of test paper and how to analyze the test paper. I think before giving you the analysis, what research is saying about how to retain what we have studied until this November month, how to retain those things, I will give you the research. But those who are appearing for the test papers, and if they are not getting good marks, then definitely they feel less confident. If they feel less confident, definitely they are having some mental imbalance. This mental imbalance will distract you from the study, and if you are distracting yourself, definitely you are not able to get good marks in the final examination, because this is the end of December, and at this time if you are distracting yourself by doing something else rather than doing this particular preparation, then definitely you are definitely going away from your success. I think that you just have the proper analysis of test paper, whatever you are appearing. So don't waste your time out of syllabus question. So when we are appearing for the test paper, you just know that you have to solve each and everything in 3 hours duration. And if you are unable to solve the things in 3 hour duration, definitely I mean that you have wasted your time in out of syllabus question. Means that I think that before preparing for or started preparing for the GATE examination, you have analyzed properly your time, your syllabus. And if you are analyzed your syllabus and your mentor are saying that this is in the syllabus, this is out of syllabus, then don't waste time in your out of syllabus question, because in GATE 21 examination, some of the syllabus has been changed and the test paper has been prepared from out of syllabus from any of the institutes. So we don't waste your time in out of syllabus question. Second thing is that Try avoiding silly mistakes. Silly mistake, that means calculation mistake, conceptual mistakes that you know and you have done mistakes during these 3 hours of duration. Some calculation mistakes may also be done by you. So you just avoid the silly mistakes, analyze the paper and try to avoid the silly mistakes, calculation mistakes, conceptual mistakes, formula written mistake, parameter mistakes. These are the mistakes that you already know and you have done in your examination. That is known as silly mistakes. Practice using virtual calculator. This is most mandatory thing because in a preparing mode you are using your hardware calculators, and in examination you just have to use your software calculator, which is known as virtual calculators, and you have to use by clicking on the mouse. And if you have done some mistakes in using that mouse, then definitely you may have some blunder mistakes, and these mistakes cannot be taken care at the time of examination. Then definitely you will reduce your marks. So you should have proper practice of using the virtual calculator. Add new concepts in your short notes. I think you have prepared your short notes. I will tell you what is the short notes and what is the art of making short notes, everything, and what is the importance of short notes, that I am going to tell you. But if you are having some new concept, you should add in your short notes. Okay. So this short notes is also known as micro notes. And don't waste time in lengthy calculation questions, because GATE examination do not test your lengthy calculations. So if you are having in test paper a lengthy calculations, the question that is having lengthy calculations, you just do not go for the lengthy calculation. Just avoid the lengthy calculation, because GATE examination is having the question that is having very short calculations. This is the experience that I have faced in previous year GATE questions. So practice solving those questions first in which you are more confident. So you just analyze by appearing more and more test papers that what are the questions that I am more confident, by simply turning on the pages, and you just solve those questions first in which you are more confident. Don't waste time in the question that you feel after reading the question that I am not able to solve the question, because definitely it will take your time and you are not stuck at any solution. So you just follow this one, test paper analysis. After that one, I will give you research. Research is that if you have studied something or read something in a day, then after completing of that day, after 24 hours, I can say that 100% of the things can be retained by yourself, only 20% after finishing of that day. So if I teach you something and you are observing me, you are writing each and everything, and research is saying, I am not saying, research is saying that Princeton University research is, they are saying that only after a day you can retain only 20% of the things. Then how can you increase from 20% to 100%? So I just say that I want to increase the 20% to 100%. So what I can do? You can increase that one from 20% to 100%, but you have to do something here. I think that some of the students have I can say in verbally sitting at their home that I have to do something here. What is that one? So you are going to get that one here. So if you are syllabus, completing your syllabus, and by using 100 days, I have taken only an example, and this example has been taken from the crash course, because crash course we have to complete 90 to 100 days. If you have completed all those things that is present in your syllabus and you have completed 100% of the syllabus, then how to retain that one? Because already we know that in a day we can retain only 20% or 10% of the things that we have studied. Then how can we retain the 100% things after 100 days? So we have to do something. What we have to do? In 30 days, during the month of December, we have the 30 days, and in these 30 days, we have to do the revision. Revision test paper, Continued practicing these things, definitely you will again retain the 100% of the things that you have studied during these 100 days. Sir, after this 100 days, again if I forgot the things or concepts, then how can we retain the things? And then we here in 30 days, during the month of December, I want to use a terminology. What is that terminology? You have to properly use your detailed notes. So what is detailed notes? Detailed notes are the notes that came from your class notes that you have prepared. So in 30 days, during the month of December, from starting onwards, you should not use your micro notes. I am restricting use that you should not use your micro notes during the month of December. You should use your full notes during the month of December. And by using that full notes, you just revise your full notes and you will excel up to 100% of your syllabus by proper revision. And after that, I think that you have prepared the notes by some books or by some online classes or offline classes, anything. And you have prepared your notes. This is not detailed notes. Here we have using so many color pens. I know the importance of color pens because this is visibly clear, and research said that if you are having good visibility of your notes by using the color pens, then definitely you can retain those things for a long time. And that's why I have taken this one. So by using books or anything, you have made a notes. I will tell you how to make these notes, because making a micro note or short note is nothing but a art, and I will tell you what should be present in this particular micro notes. So by using these micro notes, if you are using properly, but you can use only 5 days and you can revise your micro notes, then definitely you can retain the thing 100% of the things. So only 30 plus 5, 35 days are enough if you have prepared well in this 100 days. So use your notes properly, because in this particular December and January month, you cannot have to see again the online theory classes. And if you are using that one, you are just wasting your time. Somewhat in category 2, what I have said, they have left with 2 or 3 subjects, they can use it. And category 3, if they have not prepared anything and they are preparing by using crash course, definitely the crash course is nothing but a short notes, and you can prepare by using that short notes. So very well planned short notes can be provided by the mentors that you are following, and definitely GATE Academy mentors are giving a very good short notes by proper revision thought and everything in their crash course. So you just revise by that one. Okay, so in 5 days, total 35 days you can use it properly. If you are using properly, definitely it will give you a good marks in GATE examination. After 35 days, leftover among these 60 days, if you are using the 35 days, then definitely leftover 25 days can be used for test paper, appearing in the test paper and analyzing the test paper, analyzing the silly mistake, analyzing the question pattern, everything you can analyze, and you can get a good marks in the right now in GATE 21 only in the GATE examination. Okay, so I just tell you how to prepare the notes, and I think that you have prepared the notes by appearing in the classroom teachings before this pandemic, and during the pandemic you just follow the GATE Academy online classes, and you can have the self-study. You are preparing your notes by using books. Whatever the things that you have prepared, I know that you have prepared your own notes by your own language, because you just not take any other notes from any of the people or students, because your own notes will help you more than anything, any other notes that you have purchased from the market. So you have prepared your own notes by following everything that you have in your this duration, that pandemic duration or the duration before or after this pandemic. Okay, so I want to tell you what is actually a detailed notes and short notes, because many of the students may not have the proper idea that what is detailed notes and how to make the short notes. In detailed notes, you are having the concept, you are having the definition, you are having the derivation, you are having the statement, you are having the questions also in the detailed notes, and you have prepared those notes by analyzing so many things by online classes, the crash course, the YouTube free lectures, and everything that you have by attending different institutes, classes, everything. But you have to make your own detailed notes by your own language, and these things can be taken by yourself. And I think that right now in the month of December, you are having detailed notes of each and every subject if you are completed the subject. So you have to analyze thoroughly your detailed notes after appearing in the test papers, and before appearing in the test paper, use one line that before appearing in any of the subject by test and full length test, I have to revise fully my notes. And what notes we have to follow in December month? The detailed notes you have to follow in the December month. Don't go for short notes. So what is short notes actually and what it consists of. So I will tell you what is short notes and what it consists of. Before telling those things, I have one questions from the students. Sir, derivation is not important in GATE examination. So what to analyze during this derivation? Do this derivation, from this derivation I only take the formulas, or I have to take care that what are the steps of the derivations? You have to take care properly the detail of the derivations. What are the steps that you have to follow? Conceptually important derivations you have to write in your detailed notes. So not each and every derivations, because some of the derivations are not important. You have to only use the formula. For example, for EDC, I will give you the explanation of how the temperature will affect the VI characteristic of the diode, in which we have one line, that is only the statement that we have to follow is nothing but only we can say that if you are increase the temperature of by 10 degrees centigrade, the reverse saturation current will be doubled. So we have the derivation for this part, but we have to follow only the statement. So we have to find out what are the conceptually important derivations. If I say the derivation of diode equation for the particular subject of EDC, that is very important. So you have the proper analysis, and the mentor will help you to give the proper analysis where the statement is important, where the formula is important, where the steps of derivations are important. And each and every mentor who have the proper experience will tell you each and everything. So I will tell you that you have prepare your notes and you have to take care what are the steps, the assumptions in the steps. So steps are very important for some of the derivations, and you have to take care that every derivations have been derived by taking the ideal conditions, So if you have analyzed properly the ideal conditions, then only you can derive the formula. So you have to take that this ideal condition are known as assumptions, and you have to write those assumptions in the detailed notes, because many times these assumptions has been asked in the GATE examination by writing in the question in the form of statements, and if you are not following the derivations properly, you will forget that this particular lines, what is the importance of this particular lines. At that time, if you have the proper steps of assumptions in the derivation, then you will directly connect with that particular line, and you can click the formula that is important for solving the questions. So that is very important. I think that you have observed these things. Those who are experienced students, they have observed these things. Those who are not experienced, they just understood that what I am saying right now. Okay, so how to use the page of the detailed notes. So whenever you are deriving anything and you are writing so many things in the detailed notes, you just write the important points. You just left the upper side margin and left side margin, and you just write the things that has to be important in this particular page, and this particular thing may be used as a short notes, and this particular thing can be used for preparing another separate short notes for the preparation within the 5 days. Okay, so either you can use this margin for writing your short notes. You have your own analysis of yourself, and you can use properly. So some of the students use properly the short notes. Some of the students write the things here and in a single statement, and they will connect the overall thing by this single statement, and they will visit the overall page by using this single statement. And some of the students using a separate notebook for short notes, and by watching the short notes page single line, they will analyze each and every parts within their mind. They don't have to see the detailed notes. So it is depending upon you whether you are writing short notes on the top margin or left side margin, or whether you are writing a separate short notes. So these short notes, writing these short notes is again an art. If you are unable to connect by a single line what are the subtopics that is present inside that one, then you should not use short notes. You should simply write the things here, and you should use that one. So now I am using that micro notes, because everything I have told you, this micro notes should be like this. I will tell you how many pages does it include, but this micro notes is having this particular way of appearance. I think you can visit. So it is having some taglines, that is short notes, and it is with some color pens. And definitely you are writing in this particular short notes the formulas, the graphs and the charts. Charts means definitely these are the figures which will be used for connecting the step-by-step procedures of any derivations or step-by-step solution of any questions. Okay, and we just not use the explanations, you just not use the statements, you just not use the questions in the short notes. You just want the how you can make the short notes. This is an art and you just have to practice these things. If you are not having the idea of preparing the short notes, then definitely you just write the things on the top margin of every particular page, and you should think or practice for revising by using the top margin of the page properly in the month of December, and in the month of January within the 5 days you just use many times this particular written things in the top margin of your page for revising the things properly. Okay, so I think that you can make a short notes of 1 or 2 page for each subject. So you can use for suppose we are having 10 particular subjects, and for a particular subject you have to use only 1 or 2 pages of A4 size in this particular appearance. And total 10 to 15 pages for whole complete syllabus. I am talking about GATE examination, GATE 21. Okay, this is the way by which we can prepare, and study daily for 2 to 3 hours in this short notes during the month of January. So you can revise the things within 5 days, and we have to study daily during the month of January. We have to study daily 2 to 3 hours, and you should use your 2-3 hours properly for revising the short notes of any particular subject. It depends on you that if you are appearing for subject by test, then definitely you should revise the pages of that particular subject. If you are appearing for full length test, mock test, then definitely you should revise the whole 10 to 15 pages of your complete subjects in 2 to 3 hours. But you should use properly these 2 to 3 hours during the month of January. Okay, so I just want to say that during the month of December and January, there must be a routine that should be followed by you, because you are using or you are definitely follow a particular routine in your day-to-day life. And definitely I want to say you that you should properly manage your time for each and everything in your daily routine. Then definitely you can have a proper time of 11.5 hours for study in a single day. So this is very much enough for getting good marks in the GATE 21 examination. So I want to say that you should have a proper sleep of 7 hours in a day, and from morning 6 o'clock, just have the habit of wake up early in the morning. And I want to say that if you wake up early in the morning, you just use your time for workout, because it will give you mental balance. Right now, you will think that what is the use of this workout? But over in time, you just feel that this will definitely give you proper mental balance during this month of December and January, because most of the student may have mental imbalance in this December and January month. So workout is very necessary, I think, that during this month. So 7 to 8 you just have your daily routine, and if you are habit of reading newspaper, you can read, because some part of a day has to be used for your hobby also. I have written your snacks and hobby here, and the part which is white color here can be used for study. I can say that 8 to 10 we can use for study, and 10:30 to 1 o'clock you can use it for study. 14 to 17, that means from 2 to 5 p.m. you can use it for study, and after that you can have the break, and after break 6 to 9 we can use this for study for complete 3 hours, and we can use the revision pattern during the month of this December. You can use daily a revision pattern. If you are following YouTube, then definitely you can customize this particular timetable as per your need, but you just take 11.5 to 12 hours daily for your study. Okay, so after this one, I want to say that success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. So if you have done any mistake during this GATE 21 examination, and if you are getting something from that mistake, definitely it will give you a proper experience of appearing in the next examination. But don't left the examination GATE 21 right now. So they don't quit. Who don't quit? Successful people don't quit. So you just not quit from the examination, appear for GATE 21 examination and write in comment that I should appear, I definitely appear, I will appear in a GATE 21 examination. I will not quit by any of the means that is felt by me, either that is overthinking, fear or underestimate. I am not going to feel these things right now, and definitely I will appear for the GATE examination, GATE 21 examination. For I think that you all, those who are watching this particular video, will appear in the GATE examination, and I want to say all the best for all those students, and you should give some lines in the comment section that definitely I will fight GATE 21. This is the comment that I want everyone who is watching this video, and those who try to quit the examination, don't quit, because it will give some experience. If you are feeling that you have not prepared for the examination also, you just try preparing, start preparing during these 60 days and appear for GATE examination. Okay, I will meet you again. Till then, thank you and thanks for watching this video.